as I remember last game, you all sort of effectively the team, the trio, the Asmal, Alduin, Ashen, Gear, the AAA team.
Team that you
No,
keep mixing up the names.
yeah. No, I mean I don't mix up. I mean probably I do mix up some names, but only because your discords. I mean not your discords. Your roll 20s say differently sometimes. But as the three of you collaborate with this individual Red Wing, as they like to call themselves, you all found yourselves in this less than reputable bar, awaiting for a contact in the form of a criminal contact connected to Alduin. Is this correct?
Yes.
And we're currently awaiting for them. Is that the plan? What else other than that are you guys planning on doing? It does seem to be that it might take a while. You're never sure when they arrive. They get here whenever they want. It's not like they have business hours, but it could be a matter of minutes or hours. Could be other things, but you know they frequent here enough that it shouldn't be that long.
Aldwin just kind of hangs out, talking to Yenna.
Okay. So before I go to you, Alduin, Ashen here, you are with this Red Wing individual, and he's probably saying something to the regard of, listen, man, we gotta find a way to get a ship. This contact might be taking too long. You think anyone here might also have a ship?
I'm gonna look around the bar. Like, how many people are there? Just like the tokens on the map?
Yeah, just about all the people are tokens on the map. This is a random person just drinking that is currently sleeping. Ignore them. They don't look like that too much.
Well, I don't have many ideas at the moment. Might be able to think of something though if you give me some time.
Yeah, take your time. I'm gonna gather some notes here. Maybe I have some contacts from my old contact book. He pulls out what looks like a roller of some sort. It just has a bunch of index cards with a bunch of names and a bunch of information of people. He's just going through one of them at a time. Seems to be like hundreds. But yeah, I'll get back to you while Alduin is probably asking the individual known as Yenna, Breaker of the Peninsula, Breacher of Ayala, Forged by Devils, a daughter of Adasor.
And he's still, like always, being his flirty self.
What do you say?
He would kind of, they'd be talking and he would kind of move here to like sit next to her but facing out toward the rest of the bar, and would ask if she has any way of gifting magical abilities.
Of course I do. Are you looking for mechanical upgrades? Do you seek a third eye of a sort? Artifacts that I have found in the underworld are many and plenty. In fact, I have a whole array of them if you'd like to check them out. Things I don't like to publicize, but you seem... I like the cut of your jib.
Alduin would kind of lean in, like close to her ear on the side that he's at, and would
She
kind of
doesn't
take
move.
one of his claws and run it down like her cheek, and be like, "No, I was
Okay,
thinking
when you do
more."
that, it sparks up. It's like she's hard as hell.
Like he's not doing it hard enough to like
It doesn't matter.
do anything.
It's like freaking touching a live cable. Doesn't
Okay,
hurt you.
yeah,
It's just like it happens.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He just runs the back of like his claw down the back of her cheek,
Yeah.
and is like, "I was thinking more along the lines of warlock or wizard as abilities."
You're seeking to dip into a pact of a sort.
Yes.
That's unfortunate. I have enough of those. I don't need another follower. No. I would not offer that to anyone who is not my child, not born of my blood. But I do have many of my children who might just be inclined to do such a thing if you could locate them. My he's not the youngest anymore, but technically he is. Irokrot has a bit of a sway with the Arcana. If anyone would be able to offer you such a thing while still being in close proximity, it would be him. He will leave in a couple of days' time, so if you wanted to catch up with him, now would be the time. She kind of looks at her fingernails. She's not really taken by your show of affection. Kind of bored when she recognized what you wanted or something that you wanted.
Alduin would probably ask where to find them, but at the same time would still be like genuine in like his flirting with her. Like he's not trying to use the flirting to get something. Like he's genuinely flirting with her.
Yeah.
Like he's genuinely attracted to Yenna.
So what else do you do other than like, cause you touching her, she's not really reacting. She doesn't pull away, but she's not giving you any take.
I think he would be a little more noticing, or notice a little bit more that him trying to be this, like, here, let me be nice and gentle and touch your face, would be like, oh, that's not working. Okay. And he would offer to buy them a drink and would ask about them and about what they are seeing.
Oh, I just need to get rid of a lot of those things I have aforementioned. A couple of devices, a couple of vehicles that I am trying to get rid of for maybe some currency of this place. It's been a while, and prices seem to be very good here. So whatever I could do to add to the economy would be great, especially if it
I'll
lines
do it.
my pockets.
Would look at her and go, you said vehicles,
Yes.
such as
A plethora of
Space?
Space vehicles. I'm sure there is one lingering in the fleet.
Well, let us talk about that then. How much would you
Now she looks confused. She's genuinely asking, honestly.
Yes.
A smile.
What is good? for
Yeah, a smile
Your
creeps
part.
up on her face. She holds her hand out for you to sort of like maybe touch or caress. It's up to you. She just has it out over the table, and she says, "Now, are you looking for vehicles that would have you traverse the plains, maybe reach the skies? Or are you looking for something mundane to just scoot around on the different continents of this place?"
And he would kind of take his hand and kind of clasp it with hers.
Great. Pause right there.
Right.
Ashen Gear, what are you doing? And what have you come up with?
Honestly, I've got nothing.
Okay. Do you wish to do something? Does your character want to like go get a drink? Do you want to try out some of the beverages? There seems to be a plethora, maybe about 10 different types of bottles that seem to be prominently displayed on the bar. And the individual genuinely just mixes a couple of drinks every once in a while. He looks at them, he sort of grades them in a personal note, sort of taking kind of situation, and then they sip on it and they're like, okay, needs a bit more nutmeg or something like that. They whisper to themselves, but they do float around on the bar every once in a while and just making new drinks depending on which bottle they grab. But it's up to you to do what you wish.
I think I'm gonna head over to Asmal and see if he has if he could help me make a plan. Because the dude said he wanted something.
Yeah. What do you ask Asmal?
I'm just gonna get a drink. I'm not smart enough for this.
Sure. I mean, yeah, if you'd like to get a drink, what kind of drink do you want to get? There seems to be something with a citrus effect. There seems to be something about a cursed dunk. Ashen would effectively be able to handle any of this liquor, but it's your choice.
After the cursed dunk thing.
Yeah. That one is a bit of a smaller mug, from you can tell. It has like the motif of like a basketball hoop, but it's just relating it to another sort of sport that's similar to basketball, but not really. It's like for the older folk, softer basketball, let's call it. And as they sort of pull it out, they kind of just draw it back in, looking at your size, and they just grab a regular mug, and then they shove that drink in that mug, and then they pass it to you, and then they say, "To silver." This individual does look nervous. You are pretty intimidating.
Land them 5 silver.
They
I don't need the
with a
money
nod.
anyways.
I'm sorry?
I don't need the money anyways, so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he grabs the 5 silver. He thanks you with a nod. But he lingers by and is currently just wiping the table in case you need anything. Do you take a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me a D100, please. The cursed drink is a special drink, brought to you by a weird little mage who found it via another individual who brought it, requesting a unlimited flask of drink. But as they made their own and needs to profit off of it, they also created some for other bars. And as you drink this thing, it does offer you a Fey Affliction in the form of
Oh wow.
41.
Nothing's ever gone wrong when I got
It is
those.
hilarious. A tattoo of an awakened eye across your forehead in bright purple shade appears. You can cast 1 level 3 counterspell after a long rest. It comes back after a long rest. So you can cast counterspell. Great.
1 counterspell per rest.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
That sounds great. We'll pause on you as you enjoy your drink. It tastes like wild berries, like all of the berries, you know. Asmal, hello.
Hello.
You have been tasked to find a vessel that has both space capabilities and air capabilities, so it should be able to fly in atmosphere and outside of it. You are waiting for a criminal contact from. Wow, I would have gotten the name wrong. Alduin. Yet they seem distracted.
Well, I guess he's doing his own thing. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And we don't know who the contact is.
That could be the contact for, you know. But what do you wish to do?
I mean,
at
I
this
guess
time?
I'll just assume that that's the contact. Just take an assumption, and I'll just be sitting by the fireplace, relaxing, I guess.
Sure. Do you want to say anything to your vassal, Mr. Pierre?
I'll ask him to get me a drink, but that's all.
Sure, yeah, he goes up and gets you a drink. Though he just goes to the bartender, then he goes back to you. He says, "What kind of drink?"
Just a mead.
Sure. He goes back to the bar, and there's a couple of words exchanged, and then they come back and they say they have a honey mead and then regular mead. Do you want the honey mead one? Or...
Sure.
Oh, okay. They go and they pay for it. Let me write this down. I'm gonna see those two things I just wrote down and not know what that means later.
Isn't that how it always happens, Kevin?
I put 5 silver down, but it just looks like 2 snakes next to each other. So I'm definitely gonna be confused later. Don't worry.
I was that way fucking 2 Mondays ago. I wrote something down that I meant to, like, for you guys, one of you guys did, and I was like, look back, I'm like,
huh?
I don't remember why I wrote it down.
Exactly. It happens, man. All right, so then we'll backtrack. You have just survived a fight in a exposed airship. It was a turtle that came flying down with their splayed out wings to aid you and heal you, I believe. They are sufficiently tired, and they say, "Oh, there's my allies. I figured they'd be okay, but I didn't know that they were all right until just now that I see them coming through the horizon. Right there." And and then we'll meet in 2 seconds. Do you wish to do anything as you're recovering? You're with Chime. They just run away because they're like, too many people, and I have anxiety, and then they just fly away. They learn how to fly out of nowhere. But yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm assuming we've arrived at this bar.
No, you are in where you just had the fight in your session 0.
Oh, okay. I would like to request more healing.
He says, hold please. Hold. I'll get to you in a second. Let me pull out the character sheet and all that. All right. While I do find that information out, because I do have to find a very specific stat log that I didn't prepare. I thought we were gonna be fine. I'll do it. You're caressing Yenna. She's sort of letting her hand just be there, letting you do what you're gonna do, and she's asking about the vehicles that you're interested in. What are you doing and saying?
Alduin would recall what Red Wing said, and Alduin would say, well, the vehicle needs to be capable of air and space travel. But as you said, it needs to profit you and this, and he'll kind of like gesture around and be like, place. And from a man of my line of work, I agree. Whatever is good for your pockets, in turn, could be good for my pockets.
I think we should have this conversation with my son present. Not to make it weird. She does pull her hand back as she does say that out loud. Let us be professional for a bit. Would be best. And we could talk beyond that after my son has taken his leave, but he is the one in charge of most of the devices. I can tell you much about the magical items. I could offer you teleportation staffs and all that, but the mechanisms are out of my repertoire.
And Alduin will say, may I bring a friend who is more familiar with the magical items into our conversation?
Do you mean your engineers? Yes, bring whoever you will. It matters not.
And Alduin will kind of like raise his hand, looking toward Redwing, and just kind of gesture with all his fingers in like a come here type wave.
He goes to the table to look to you.
And he will say, as you quite remember, her and I had a bit of a disagreement. But, and I will go, Yenna here, if I may call you that,
That is my name.
has the means of that we could possibly procure. But she also has other items, magical items.
We could have much to offer each other if the price is right. And I'll, at this point, sort of skip into what is gonna happen to railroad you guys. Woo! Ready? Yay! Let's go. What do you guys want? What are you asking? Irokrat, this dude who seems to be, he looks like a metal man. It looks like you're
Does he look like action?
make a perception check. Alduin. Everybody could make the perception check, other than the one person, Uraga. Is that the name?
There.
Is that that's how I say it? Uraga.
Right.
Uraga.
Close enough.
Huh?
Close enough.
Just say it. I'm deaf.
Huraga.
Uraga. All right, great. I hope I'm saying it right. Though. Okay, so Alduin does not pick this up.
Did you name yourself Maharaga?
Nah, just Huraga.
Okay, I thought you named yourself Maharaga. I was like, really?
No, that'd be crazy. Oh, I don't really allow that. That sounds badass. The fact of the matter is, Irokrat shows up. He's giving you the entire breakdown of the entire fleet. There's this in the city of Port. They have a huge underground parking lot for all vehicles. There's exits to be had that are from the ceiling, so the roof opens up for many vehicles. There's a lot of exit ports for land vehicles and the sort. There doesn't seem to be much need for ground vehicles or for those who have been hanging around in port. or any of the other planets of the Alliance. You can't have burrow-in vehicles; they're illegal. Either way, the array of vehicles seems to be diluted because they have mostly just airships. When Idocrat realizes that there's people trying to look for ships, excitedly he's like, "Yes, we're gonna get some of these things into other people's hands. Excellent." And then upon the conversation being driven towards space vehicles, he's like, "Okay, yeah, I could placate to that." And then he stops you, asking, "Wait, so you need him to be both? Oh, that's harder." And then he starts taking a minute. So it takes him about 10 minutes for him to go through a bunch of papers. He eventually sees about 4 different things that might actually have that, but then he has to go and physically check on them. He kind of drags you all through this, again, massive parking lot with different sizes and shapes. Just imagine sci-fi ships, all of them, none of them either both air or space venturing, most of them being air venturing only, with this aesthetic of like earth and sort of like vines, trees, very bay. But as these floating rocks effectively are not what you need, he eventually does get to a vehicle and he says, "Okay, so this one's pretty big," and he goes inside of it. It takes like a whole ladder to come down for him to climb up on. And as he's inside, you guys can come in easily enough. There's a plethora of space. This is probably in form as he assesses after a while with a Red Wing. This vehicle is both air and space capable. It is the size of a Corvette, but has one weapon that would sort of take it out of the Corvette status because of the size. If that weapon was removed, you'd have a Corvette with the Corvette speed, but there's like a front cannon thing that's just like a massive cannon.
Is it like one of those cannons where when you look at it, you're like, yeah, you fire that, this vehicle's going backwards?
No, it won't go backwards, but it does have a bit of like the shark shape. And the open mouth is like where the barrel is. So it's a very exposed area. If like something was to go in there, obviously all you have to do is like prime it up and you could overheat anything that would try to go in there and then like charge the cannon. And then the next round it just pop a shot for any kind of visitors that would dare try. But that's still an exposure.
This sounds cool as fuck.
The Yenna and Irokrat talk for a minute, let you inspect the entire vehicle. It is on the up and up. All his vehicles are already fixed. He's been doing this for a while, and the moment they got out of the underworld, they kind of were stacked with vehicles. So, I mean, they didn't try to like take over this planet because they think they own it already. I don't know.
I think Alduin would look at Red Wing and be like, it may not be the grandest of ships, but I do believe that this would serve our purpose. And since we're in public, that button that he had shown in the bar, he has officially, like, that is covered, like, hidden away.
Yeah, that's fine. Red Wing would say with much more assurance, after having checked about the vehicle, tested a lot of the windows, and they'd say, yeah, this thing is capable. It's pretty huge. Definitely will be hard to defend, but a good start to get us out of here, at least. Definitely intimidating. Is this what we want, fellas? He's sort of talking to everybody, everybody in the crew at the moment.
And Alduin will he'll nod, like listening to Redwing, but his eyes are like transfixed on Yenna.
Okay. So I assume you're all discussing this. Yeah, no, over here. Somewhere else. None of these people are here anymore. But we'll leave them be. It's fine. What about the rest of you? What do you say? Does this seem like a good plan?
I mean, I don't know if there's really any other options. I didn't hear about any others, but if it is a functioning for what we need it to function for, I think it's fine by me.
Okay.
As long as it gets the job done.
Yeah. Redwing says, all right. So I think for this, I'd probably put it no more than like 50K. You know, if we could bring that down to under 5,000 would be way what we could use, because then we could upgrade it and then like, you know, get it prim and proper for the upcoming needs. But who wants to do the talking? Who's good at I think negotiating? Is that the word?
Would that be
I don't think I'm
persuasion?
really the best.
Sorry?
Is that more like a persuasion skill, or
I don't know. What did you say, Asma?
I don't think I'm really the best for it. I think it would either be Alduin. I think it'd most likely be Alduin.
I mean, who thinks they got this? Who wants to make the attempt? Ashen, you're a construct. Talk to the other construct. Maybe he'll lower the price. They seem to be in charge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and haggle for the price.
Great. So you'll talk to Irokrat, the other individual who does seem to be a construct. Let me pull them out. Didn't think this would happen, but let's go for it, I say. So you approach them, and what do you say? They're next to Yenna, and I'll get that in a second. Ashen?
No, I'm trying to think.
Okay. I mean, you could ask your allies, like, how should I start, guys? It's up to you. They're the ones throwing you to the wolves.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna start with like a greeting. Hey. Probably not that long, but hey.
Yeah. There he is. Irokrat. Are you guys ready?
Action. It's like supposed to be talking.
I didn't hear you.
Pardon. Are you guys ready? Irokrat asks.
Ready to buy the vehicle.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was wondering if we could try and get it a little cheaper.
I haven't
It is
given
quite
you a price yet,
expensive.
my friend.
Well, okay, fine. Well, then what's the price?
What do you all have to offer?
I'm gonna turn around and look at the party.
He sort of centralizes himself
and
to the party, looking at everybody.
will kind of look at. You said his name is Ibuklat?
Irokrat.
Iroklat. He will kind of look at him and go, well, as of right now, we have about 5,000 to spend on said ship.
Coins.
Yes.
Okay. That could get you a long way. But I'm not one to really trade for monetary things. We prefer mechanisms, physical items, true ownership of stuff.
Hmm.
And then if only I still had the hand, that spare hand.
If only you
I
still
Ooh.
would have
had a
get.
spare hand. Exactly.
I, I could have just given him my arm.
You do have a pretty nice arm as it stands now. May I take a peek?
I mean, I kind of like my arm.
I'll just look at it, if you don't mind.
We can always get you a new one.
I can
Kind of like
offer
the
you
arm
a new one.
I have, but
I have spares, if that is what you seek as well.
I
Everything I have is.
I mean, which arm? Well, wait, actually, which arm do you want? The left or the right?
He's talking about the one with the weapon on it. The one that
So
makes
the
you
left or
different.
the right?
I don't know. Which one did you choose? I forgot.
Your right arm is the cannon.
Was it right arm, right? Yeah.
The right arm's
There
cannon.
you go. Do you let him look at it?
Okay. Sure, he can look at it then. Yeah.
He holds your arm up, and that's when most of you, everyone other than Alduin, spots that his visage is not the same as his body. There's disconnecting points where like he's grabbing you, you're feeling where it isn't metallic. There's just a set of hands grabbing you, and most notable, in fact, Alduin's dagger looks exactly like this guy's horn. Either way, as he looks at it, a flash of light comes across his eyes, and he says, "This is incredible machinery. Do take care of it, and make sure to shine it every once in a while with a bit of oil." He gives you like a little flask of oil. You don't want it to rust. The rest of your body
So-
seems to be immune to that, but the machine is not.
You said you had spare arms. What are
Of
those
course,
about?
yes. Would you like laser casting arms? Would you like one with double bladed arms, so you could have like 3 arms, 2 on one side?
Definitely
Everything's for
preferred.
sale. And whatever you'd like to trade for it, I will take. But before we go too far, my friend, he does look to the rest of the group. In the business of the ship, I think I would like the 5,000 gold to have us just get past this. But I will need a trade of something.
And Alduin, because I remembered the cave that we were in, one of the things that I was able to get, because nobody else wanted it, was you said I had 8 shards of galulite, or gal? I think that's what you said?
Yeah.
I was able to get those 8 shards from the thing, and I've never used them. And Alduin will kind of reach into his cloak, and he'll pull out of one of the pockets a little pouch that is like leather tied, and he'll open it and dump those shards into his hand and go, "You spoke of a trade." And he'll hold his hand out with those galulite shards and say,
Covet, Galliolite. I have as much as I would ever need. That means nothing to me.
and Alduin would kind of look at Yenna and then remember their conversation of speak to her son.
Mhm.
And Alduin will go, "If it is a trade, what about a pact?" With like a yes.
As
And he's got like
You
half his
say
mouth
that.
is curved into like a smile.
Yeah, as you say that, Idocrat looks to his mother and then looks to you and says, "The pact with me is demanding. I do not mince words, but I do offer power." And you see this individual just turn into a dragon. They're about 20 feet tall. They're very slender. They seem very young in most fashion, but they're brimming with energy. It's insane. And there's a prominent horn on their head, not metal at all. There's no metal on this creature, and they were just pretending to be a creature, a mechanism of some sort. And they give a toothy smile to Alduin.
And Alduin will
Pact
say,
with Irokrats is forever.
and Alduin will kind of stick his hand out and go, "You may not mince words, but trust and believe. Any who wish to cause you ill will or your family, I will end with no regard to their own. Do we have a deal, Irokrat?"
Offer me your name.
And Alduin will flat out sit there and be like, "My name is Alduin."
Grand. We're gonna stop right there for the moment. We're gonna jump to where you guys have already paid for the ship.
Did we pay the 5,000 or was the pact enough for
5,000 was taken, and I'll give goodies for your trip, but there's not much that you all remember from beyond that conversation, as the last thing you do all remember is the cracking of the ship in air, the thunderous noise of the vessel you're in plummeting to the ground. Many of you afraid of your circumstance, this ship that you realize is sort of alive and mechanical, figured a way to save you using its ultimate, its final parameters, its final orders to grab you from wherever you were in that vessel, put you in a small egg, and then shoot you out into the planet that they were landing on. And as you have all made it nice and safe at far corners of the general area, the plume of smoke signaling where your ship has landed and possibly where your allies could meet to reconfigure yourselves. But as you have made it to the planet you meant to arrive to, where foretold it is where ships can come by but never return from the Bermuda Triangles of space. And you guys are about to like walking over here. You're seeing a whole bunch of dead bodies. There's a waving Red Wing. He's talking to some individual, and then there's like a person just walking away. The bird is not there anymore. The bird flew away already. The name is yours. Ashen, wow. Huraga, what are you doing? Other than being healed. Other than being healed, sorry. You are being healed, and I have the numbers right here in front of me. So he has 15 hit dice. If you use, because he has to do it every instance, but as long as you're out of combat, you're fine. You have to burn another hit dice if you do want healing from him.
Okay.
So you have to
He will
roll the hit dice.
burn another hit dice.
Yeah. Now, how much healing do you think you need?
About
Just tell me the number. How much do you need? Because he has to
how much
guess.
do I need?
No, I rolled it. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, let me get the calculator out because I didn't expect a quick.
Well, you get 9. How much is left after that?
Okay,
What's your hit points? How much
minus
you're missing?
9. So I need 17.
17. Oh. Including the 9?
Yeah, including the 9, I need 17.
Okay. So you get 15 off the one other hit dice he uses.
I mean, that's good enough.
Yeah, I think he's not gonna burn anymore.
24, 35 plus
He's very low on hit dice
24
though.
equals 10.
Although his hit points are fucking massive, so he'll tank. What do you guys do? You're arriving to your down station. Again, there's these Zed creatures here.
Apparently, I just can't do math. I'm at full health now.
Well, as we're walking up, Aldrin wants to inspect creatures.
Sorry, no, the creatures aren't there. What is there is, hey, are the creatures still there? Were they lingering after the fight? Okay, yeah, I figured they disappeared. They're smoke monsters. They shouldn't have been there, but maybe there was a reason why I kept them there.
I was punching the dark marks on the sand. Remember, they disappeared.
Yeah. Okay, great. Just traces of a battle. But you see your ally talking to. What do you look like, Huraga?
Right now, I currently look like a. Let me check my height because I forgot. I'm at 6 feet, but I currently look like a 7-foot-ish tall humanoid, 6-tailed fox spirit with claws and big ass tails, seemingly annoyed and aggressive, with white and golden fur.
Okay.
Yes.
Red Wing sort of runs. He says, meeting you guys. Gentlemen, glad you all made it. It looks like most of us have landed. Did you see any of the hirees?
I haven't seen any.
Dang it.
I'm assuming I haven't seen any.
It'd be great to locate them, but we did give them hazard pay, so I mean,
Hazard pay.
Yeah, he doesn't even finish the statement. He just walks away. This is my new friend, good fella. I totally forgot your name.
Huraga.
Huraga. Yes. You can call me Red Wing. Did I say this already? I have red wings. Should be easy. He sort of tucks them in to almost look like they're part of his shell. Come meet my fellow companions. We were trying to land safely on this planet, but it seems that the forces around it do not welcome ships, I guess.
Why are you all here?
I'll explain. Yes, we're here to locate as many vessels that we could find that have both air and space capabilities. We're looking to amass a fleet.
And Alduin will kind of look at Red Wing and say, well, we had one ship.
Well, we still have it. It's still here. We'll fix it up in no time.
Yes. But it appears that this place does not allow for, And
You
he kind
say
of
that.
like gestures around at like all of the destroyed ships. Like,
You say that, but I do remember Asmo being excited when he did the scan of the planet. How many vehicles did you say of Brigadier class that you spotted on this planet? Asmo, you could make up any number right now.
Uh,
You could say any details. You could make up any science, tech, mumble jumble. Up to you.
trying to like think of a way I could word it. Enough to make you never really need to think of having another ship needed or ever needing to even bother repairing ships. You could just
Ooh-wee.
walk across the road and get another one.
Look at
Not
that.
road.
They're probably not ship shape, but just being close enough, and my wrench will get the job done, I think. What about you, Ashen? Any of the any Corvettes that you spotted? I know we didn't have the conversation because there was a bit of a mishap with the engines, but how many Corvettes did you spot on the planet? Any smaller ships?
Like 3, I think. I don't know.
3?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Not
Sounds
sizable,
right, probably.
but definitely good. A good start for sure. Those tend to be very hard to locate, but the fact that you have the information is great to hear. Should we start with repairing this ship, or how are we going to tackle this? We have a whole
Yeah.
planet between us and port, and we need at least to recoup the one ship we lost, and then to leave with at least one of those smaller ones, and then maybe one more brigadier would be great.
can
Yeah, we should
Alden,
probably start. We should probably start on repairing this one before we do anything else.
I'll get right on it. He literally rushes over and starts repairing stuff. He actually just starts grabbing material to prepare. What are the rest of you guys doing?
can Alduin go up into the air to kind of like get more of, instead of being like ground level, more of like a bird's eye view to look for ships that are not as damaged, but seem like they would still serve as
Yeah,
good ships?
that'll work great for when you're close enough to them. But with Asmo and Ashen's information, you guys basically have like little these mapping devices. Um, they just emit a holographic signal towards the area, and it gives you distance as well, or any of the ones that you have mapped. So 3 of the smaller vehicles and several brigadiers are brigadines, whatever the big ships are called, um, are locatable via that map that Asmo has as well. And when you get close enough, yes, go into the air, you'd be able to spot them proper because it is not perfect locators. At
Yeah.
this moment,
And
you
then,
don't have any clue where one would be, and no one said anything about one being close enough, and there isn't one close enough. So you could still go
as
up to the air for other stuff.
like the stuff around us, is there like he still wants to go up in the air because right now he doesn't feel very comfortable,
Yeah.
and so he wants to go up, but then he's also going to kind of keep an eye out for like any crew that was on that ship with us, any, and then he's also kind of keeping an eye out for like constructs like Ashen
Mm-hmm.
that are potentially like either destroyed or look like they could be repaired.
Yes. So from the people that are part of your crew, there would be let's have Ashen roll a d10. I'll have Asmal roll a d6.
Do you want me to
And
roll
both you and Huraga could roll me d100s. You are going into the air. Right, Jeff?
Do-
Alduin's going into the
Yeah,
air.
he's going up in the air.
Sure. Are you gonna perch yourself anywhere? Or are you just flying free fly? Are you gonna hang around? Because falling is still an issue. Usually, if I had the ability of flight and could still break my legs, I am flying above things all day long, not just straight free flying upwards. Especially if there's dangers of I don't know, getting shot. You know, you get
Yeah,
shot and
like
then you go down. You go prone, you go down. You know, it doesn't matter.
he's kind of looking for like if there's a ship or something that's kind of like nose in the ground where it can be a perch, and he's
There's a
gonna
lot
kind
of
of like
perch here. You could go over here. You could go over here. I just want to know where you're headed. You could just shoot up straight from where you are as well. That's an option.
well, he's trying not to land on anything that's potentially gonna light his ass on fire.
Nothing's on fire. The map is on
Okay,
fire.
cool.
Nothing's on fire
I think he would
anymore.
kind of fly up this way.
Okay. All right. So it was 4 employees that you guys have. They were probably in their quarters when all that happened. You can assume that the ship also took them out, but that's again making an assumption that you don't have clarity on. As Alduin goes and checks right there, it's easy enough for you to get a sense of the area. It's wooded to the south and to the west. There seems to be an oasis way further ahead, maybe an ocean to the northeast. But other than that, it seems to be plains, rocky terrain, a mixture of what you could recognize from like other planets. Nothing too bombastic or what have you. But what are the rest of you all doing?
Why are you
Um,
all gathering a fleet?
What are you doing?
Oh, he was asking questions like, why are you all gathering a fleet?
Oh, you're asking who exactly? That
Anyone willing
guy
to answer?
or the and? Oh, you're asking to the air. Gotcha. Asmal, Ashen, you hear this individual ask you why you're gathering a fleet.
I've already forgotten most of the details, but
Is to help the planet port
Right.
and the warden.
remember it's something it's for something to build a fleet for this man. I'll point to him. He needs a fleet to help protect the port, separate it from the pirates and the dangers of the planet there. And yeah,
Why an interest in this planet?
um, I I guess I could say we don't have the funds, but that's not entirely the truth. You'd have to ask him if he's willing to tell you, but I don't know if he'd want me to.
You would know that you used your discretion as you feel like it. They trust you enough. Red Wing has also said if you guys if one of the crew member they feel like they could use a promotion, get them to the gunner seat. That's great. He doesn't always need to be in the gunner seat. but whoever you think is the most trusted. And you know what, Roy, you guys liked him, and then you guys went to Red Wing and probably asked him, yeah, Roy, he's kind of cool, you know, we're digging his vibe. You guys kind of like the three of you sort of like did like this secret interview, like each one of you hung out with him for a while, and then recognizing that Roy's a pretty cool dude, you know, other than like his weird mustache, like he needs to get rid of the mustache, but he's a pretty cool dude. And then when you approach Red Wing and they're like, yeah, actually we want Roy to be the gunner, and then I was like, he said, okay, I don't care, pay him more, make him a gunner. We're in the ship together until we get rid of it. This is our ship. We're all captains right now. We all have equal rights. Just don't tell everybody everything. That's it. That's what he'd sort of inform you. If you feel comfortable with this individual, seeing the state of affairs at the moment, might be worth to be more open about the situation. There's no threats of port here from what you can assess.
Okay, so knowing that, I'll give him the details. We're assembling a fleet, as I said before, to separate port and the civilians from the pirates and the trade and the illegal trade. And we can't exactly build a fleet publicly without raising the suspicion of the pirates and the illegal trade. With how we're trying to do it now, we are attempting to gather enough to make a fleet under the radar. Does that make sense? Does that explain what you're asking?
To a degree. I appreciate the information. Where are all of you from?
Ashen would probably say something to the respect of, we're from the planet Port. Here's a book about it. He tosses you a book, and then goes into this a hammock that's there, not in the fire, and just sort of rests, and is now guarding this general area.
Not
Your
able
He's
fleet
to
been
is
read
switched to
attacked.
the
guard
book.
mode.
I didn't hear you, Jeff.
Oh, I was like, yeah, we switched him to guard mode.
Yeah. All right. Other
Do
than
I
that,
see
for
the bird?
Asmal, or more for Zach's sake, your planet, the planet you're from, is not Port, but
Yeah,
you came from Port.
yeah. I'm scrolling through our messages because I remember you sent me a message over Discord about
Listen,
it.
you could always
Trying to
ask
remember
me,
it.
and I'll catch you up, because I know my games are complicated, because it is literally written lore of a book that I felt that I had to just make a game about, and you know what? I'm digging it, so why not? And as the planet Port / Ayala is where you're from, you would know that you probably traveled for about 2 weeks at pretty high speeds towards the outer edge of the Alliance sectors, and this general area, this planet, the solar system that you guys are by, um, it is called the Bermuda Triangle in space. It just, no one calls it the Bermuda Triangle in space, but they call it the Bermuda Triangle. But for everyone else who is listening to this, like and subscribe, it is now considered the Bermuda Triangle in space. For context, it is not the one in the waters. Play on.
You scare me.
So,
I just
Kevin,
want to
from
make sure.
my little perch,
Uh-huh.
I see any
Yes.
like
Oh, you, my friend. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. You're supposed to get attacked. Fuck. I was trying to set it up, and then a lot of things happened. Hold on. Let me just get the
Wow.
picture. You keep
Literally
role
just
playing.
finished surviving a near-death experience, and it's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to get attacked. It's like,
You're all
really?
at full hit points. The only one not full hit points is you, probably. Everyone else should have taken a
I'm
long.
not full. Me.
I'm at full hit points now.
Okay,
We're not at full hit points.
everybody
We
but
fought Yen.
Huraga could click the long rest button. So, what happens with fucking Alduin? You're struggling with your name there, man. I hear it now. Alduin, you are minding your own business, scouting the entire area when you see a crap ton of like skittering bugs come from everywhere. They come from everywhere to a degree, and you're not sure what to do about it, but you probably would like to like inform your allies. Maybe I don't know how you feel about them. Maybe you want to let them die.
Alduin would kind of see the bugs and would fly back to the group, like landing next to the hailed individual, and be like, "Hey, by the way, there's bugs incoming." And he will even like kind of yell to Red Wing and be like, "Hey, insects. Don't know if they're friendly."
Good night.
Yeah, they burrow from the ground. The ones that you heard were coming from inside of the machine, and they seem to be unable to affect the metal of this place. They're sort of just scratching at it to no effect. A couple of them sprout these like half dragonfly wings and do vaults towards the air and do fly. Not all of them, but some of them. And everybody can roll initiative as you are being
Dookie.
attacked by bugs. Burrowing bugs of damnation. Of damnation? It's not what they're
Are
called.
they cookable?
Oh yeah, they're definitely tangible. You know, eat crab legs tonight.
So yes, Faraga, you could potentially eat them.
Dinner.
Righty. As you all are here,
I've not had dinner today, so they're dinner.
you haven't had dinner, so they are now dinner. They all do.
I got woken up straight out my cave out of a ship exploding
That
outside
is
my front
crazy.
yard.
That is crazy. They all do sprout, and they seem to all head towards what seems to be also breakfast for them.